My name is Marco Berrios. I was born in Guatemala City, Guatemala, and I grew up there for about 4 years of my life before my parents brought me over to the United States around the age of 4. I have a very large family. Altogether, there's 6 of us. When my parents initially brought us to the United States, the primary thing on their mind was our safety, the safety of their children. So they risked it all. They risked everything they ever knew, everyone they ever loved, on a chance for their kids' future and moved to the United States, starting completely anew. It was scary just coming to the United States and not speaking the language and having to go to school and assimilate into a crowd of kids that I've never assimilated to before. And imagine what it's like dropping off your kid at preschool for the first time. Now imagine they don't speak the language and they don't even know how to ask to go to the bathroom. Up until the age of 14 in the United States, I had been undocumented. In the year 2014, President Barack Obama issued an executive order that allowed for people like me who were brought over the United States and stayed illegally and were under a certain age and met a certain qualification of thresholds, they would be provided temporary relief of deportation. Now, it's very important to make it clear, DACA is not technically legal status. It stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. And what this executive order did is essentially made it to where as long as you obeyed this country's laws, as long as you were a productive member of society, you were able to be a part of your city, of your state, of your community, and you were able to get a license and you were able to work. I was fortunate enough that I could drive as soon as I turned 16 because of DACA. My older brother did not have that luxury. My older sister did not have that luxury. Thankfully, because of DACA, I was able to work. I was able to get a job and save up to eventually attend college. When it comes to this country, I know I'm biased, but I think Arkansas is pretty awesome. Whenever I was younger, I was like, man, my parents could have picked anywhere. They could have picked New York. They could have picked Chicago. Why are we here? And now I'm so grateful. I am eternally grateful I grew up here because some of the connections that I have, some of the heartfelt, genuine bonds that I've made for life. 5 years later, I still have my friend group from high school and we still talk daily. And that's just an example of the small connections that you can really make here. And that's one of the things I love about here is just the people. So for most of my life, I struggled with this idea of self-identity, what I could call myself and whether or not I was an American. And I remember talking with my father and he was telling me how he was scared, how he really loved America, but he was just scared to call himself an American. And I had a conversation with him and I said, you know what, Dad? Who's more American than us? What is more American than leaving everything behind that you've ever known in the hopes, on the chance that you can build a better future? That's what America is all about.